Coming up on Discover Oklahoma, stunning spring gardens, where to go to take them in, plus catching the hottest fish in Oklahoma rivers and camping out in comfort.
Travel with AAA's Discover Oklahoma.
Hi and welcome to AAA's Discover Oklahoma. I'm Jennifer Reynolds.
And I'm Dino Lawley. We're coming to you today from the Will Rogers Gardens in Oklahoma City, and I'm happy to report we're here to celebrate spring, finally.
Amen. The dogwoods are blooming, the red buds, the irises are about to open up. It's the perfect time to take in a garden. And Julie Tin takes us up to Tulsa to one of the most beautiful in the state at the Philbrook.
I've been to 31 countries and I've been all over the United States, and I find this extremely wonderful. And a hidden treasure. I never knew about this place until I came here.
It's Chip Bryant's first trip to Philbrook, but it won't be his last.
It's a very peaceful place and different around every corner. Architecturally, environmentally, it's blended well together.
Just like the paintings and sculptures inside, the gardens outside are a constantly changing work of art.
We put about 17,000 bulbs this past winter.
Sheila Knott's Green Thumb helps paint the picture. She oversees the grounds.
23 beautiful acres, and we have some of it landscaped in a formal method in the East Formal Garden in our South Alley here. And then we also have a little bit more natural areas. We're maintaining trees and turf and berms and things of that nature.
From red buds to the rock garden, a full-time staff of 6 works to keep the grounds watered, weeded, and welcoming. Masters at what they do, they're happy to share their expertise to help your home garden too.
You'll see us out in the gardens, and we'll have our Philbrook shirts on, and so you can come up to us and ask us questions and get our perspective.
This staff isn't just in charge of the greenery. They also care for the critters, including the koi and kitties. That's Acer. He's one of a few cats who help with the mice and museum PR.
We feed them, yeah, make sure they're happy.
There are over 10 gardens here at Philbrook, including this garden, which is called the Secret Garden. It's here they grow herbs and vegetables that are used in the restaurant here on the grounds.
So you can come and dine on what we've been growing.
A few other Philbrook secrets. The reflecting pool used to be the Phillips swimming pool. Back then, it had a diving board and was 10 feet deep.
Underneath the Tempietto were the changing rooms.
And Crow Creek, which winds through the property, inspired Philbrook's name.
Come wear your flip-flops and your tennis shoes, run around our gardens, roll down the hills, have a lot of fun.
Philbrook hosts about 150,000 visitors a year. You can take a walking tour or audio tour, and that's not all.
So you'll see a touch of 75th anniversary and a lot of homage to our founders, Wade and Genevieve Phillips, peppered throughout the year. A second Saturday of every month, we offer free admission, free art making programs, free access to the gardens, scavenger hunts, stone rubbings, lots of fun things for families of multiple generations to enjoy.
There's also Friday Films on the Lawn. 1939 classics will play this summer, like The Wizard of Oz and Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
Bring your picnic, your wine bottle, and just enjoy a wonderful film.
Whether you head to Philbrook for the films, the fun, or fresh air, in this garden, there's always something new growing on.
The bulbs and the flowers change out every season, and even the rest of the grounds. As things mature, you have a much different look.
Come see it, you'll really enjoy it.
In Tulsa, I'm Julie Chin for Discover Oklahoma.
Our great state is full of beautiful gardens and so many more must-see sites, and you can find all about them in our travel guide. And you can get a free copy on our website, travelok.com.
Spring isn't just about beautiful blooms. It's actually high season for a special kind of fishing that draws anglers from all around the world right here at Oklahoma. And recently we made a trip to the northeast part of the state where I went paddle fishing. As we traveled up the Neosho River with the wind at our face and the roar of the boat, the excitement was building. My paddle fishing adventure was at hand. Compared to regular fishing though, I know there are a lot of differences, yet the basics are the same. You need a reel, a rod, and a hook.
We are snagging today. We're not trying to get this fish to bite it. We're just trying to cast this out here, bring it over to the body and snag the fish. So it's a little bit different.
So with an 8-foot rod, a big spinning reel, a 30-pound line, big treble hook, and a 3-ounce weight, I was ready to go.
And these fish will be coming up and down the river as they spawn this time of year. we're just going to cast out there and make nice, smooth sweeps and try to catch a fish.
And try we did for several hours, but unfortunately it just wasn't meant to be today. Paddlefish average around 30 pounds, but can go up to 70 and 80 and higher. Even though there's low water this year, March, April, and May are the ideal times for catching them. And the perfect and best place to do so is northeastern Oklahoma.
It's quite the tourist destination. We like to say we have a blue ribbon paddlefish fishery here. So we attract people from all 50 states, including other countries. We do a survey where we've learned a lot of this, and if you look around at the boat ramps, you see lots of out-of-state anglers coming to Oklahoma to catch paddlefish.
Take, for instance, Andrew from Joplin, Missouri. He's been coming here for 20 years and loves the challenge of paddle fishing.
Sometimes you get a good one that fights really good, and then other ones, feels like basically like a log that you can feel when you hook them and they, wiggle a little bit.
It's a heavy fish. It's tough to bring in. That's why we have such stout gear. But it's a good time. We see a lot of smiles out here when we're running up and down the river talking to anglers from out of state. And they're just happy. Even if they're not catching fish, they're happy to be here, so we appreciate it.
And here's something that anglers appreciate.
If they are lucky enough to hook a paddlefish, our boats, we call it the paddle ship, will come pick up that fish for them. They'll bring it to our research processing center.
The research center was created in 2008, and when the paddlefish arrived, the staff, much like a well-synchronized dance, kick into high gear. Once here, they tag the fish with a barcode, all the data is uploaded, the fish is weighed and measured, then once in the back, they begin the fillet process, rinse and package it for the angler to pick up later. If the fish has roe or eggs, they are removed and processed into caviar.
American paddlefish create a caviar that is similar tasting and can be bought at a much cheaper price. It's an inexpensive substitute for that beluga caviar. We've had several people that taste it say they like it just as well.
The initial time from having the eggs removed to packaged caviar is around 30 minutes. Now, this center is regulated by the FDA and the health department. They take great steps in keeping everything clean, so in the back you have to wear face masks, hairnets, and before entering, your shoes have to be sanitized. Now, the money from the caviar funds the research center and helps the wildlife department pay for other projects as well. And to have anglers come from all over to fish right here is a huge bonus, just like Bill Leffler from Nebraska.
It's the only spot I've ever snagged for spoonbill, and I'd say it's probably one of the best spots in the world. It's been real good. The processing center's a big plus because I don't have to clean the fish.
Everything you need to know about paddle fishing, or any kind for that matter, is on our website, travelok.com. Just search fishing.
Of course, spring in Oklahoma also signals the start of road trip season.
All right, coming up, a special sight along one of the most famous roads in our state.
Oh, we've had them from all over the world, believe it or not.
Where everyone's stopping on Route 66 still ahead.
Plus, camping out inside, the unique concept and where you can find it right here in the Sooner State, coming up here on Discover Oklahoma.
On the road, one never knows what lies ahead. Indubitably, almost every week, one encounters bad form from Sunday drivers.
Sheer rudeness begets the occasional fender bender.
Precisely why we have insurance from AAA.
Hear, hear.
A name drivers can trust.
Especially good ones.
Especially great ones.
Cheers!
I'm on my every night.
My honey lemon eye.
Sit alone and talk.
Watch your heart.
Making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land. And the land we belong to is grand. And we say,
we're only saying
you're doing fine, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
Until there's an accident rewind button, there's the next best thing, insurance from AAA.
Welcome back to AAA's Discover Oklahoma. It is that time of year, the spring and summer, perfect time to plan your road trip.
I think we can all see ourselves heading down the Mother Road in a very cool car with the top down.
Jason Grubbs takes us to a place where you might just want to spend the night.
The year was 1927, and the Casa Loma Hotel was open for business, right at the end of Tulsa's 11th Street trolley line.
This would have been a businessman's hotel. You'd come here if you were traveling.
Over the years, the hotel would change hands and eventually become vacant.
The building was in bad shape. It was full of pigeons and there were holes in the roof and there was quite a bit of work to do.
Aaron Meek bought the building in 2009. His original plan was to build loft apartments.
You get to look at it and you just decide, you know, we can fix this. We can put this back.
After 2 years of construction, the Casa Loma reopened as the Campbell Hotel, named after the original builder, Maxwell Campbell. Meek and his team did such a good job renovating, the building is now on the National and State Register of Historic Places.
All the ceiling tile that's here, this is original tile. Came out of the end space. The floor, the terrazzo floors are all original. We tried to keep everything original that we can.
This hotel is made up of 26 rooms, each with its own individual design, including this one, a salute to the Mother Road.
The rooms were all done by different designers.
You'll find a room for the Sooners, Cowboys, and the Golden Hurricane. By the way, the University of Tulsa, it's right across the street. How about a stay in the Leon Russell room? The grand piano headboard was even signed by the famous musician. Room 221 is the most popular. It's the bridal suite.
You can go online and you can look at every room and you can actually try to pick that room if it's not occupied on your day.
The Campbell Hotel provides its guests some old world charm with modern day amenities. There's a spa and workout facility on one end of the property. On the other end, Maxwell's Restaurant. It's one of the latest additions.
It is American food. Good old home style American food, I guess.
And boy, is it good. Our Discover Oklahoma crew was happy to try it all. I couldn't decide if my favorite was the meatloaf or chicken fried steak. Just across the street, a second ballroom was recently added. This space also comes with its own Tulsa history.
I remember growing up seeing this space.
Heather Martin is the Campbell's event manager. She says this building had been home to a well-known ironworks business since the 60s. Today,
if I show a bride this, they're hooked on this space.
Especially when they see this private room that can fit an entire bridal party. Meek says he sees every kind of guest walk through the doors of the Campbell Hotel, each with their own story.
Oh, we've had them from all over the world, believe it or not. And they're fun people to talk to. It's really something different.
Whether you're traveling Route 66 or just looking for a weekend getaway, this T-Town treasure is a great place to check out. In Tulsa, I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
Of course, Route 66 is one of the most popular tourist destinations in our state, and that's why we have an entire guide devoted to it.
You can find everything in there from roadside diners to museums and shops all along the way.
Hey, and it's easy to get your own copy. Just go to our website, travelok.com, and then click on Order Free Brochures. Lots of beautiful sights to see right here in Will Rogers Park in Oklahoma City.
And of course, if you head southwest from here, you can actually really smell spring. We're walking through the lavender fields, where to go and how to bring home your very own plant, coming up on Discover Oklahoma. Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
We had been hearing on the news to prepare that it was very likely for severe tornadoes to happen. My neighbor was standing 2 doors down, and we were able to go into his cellar and take shelter.
All the trees were gone, houses were gone. It was just terrible. Until you've been there, you just can't imagine what it's like to come home and not have a home.
They didn't know what to do, what the next step was, and that's our goal. We want to help them get to the next thing and help them feel better and not stressed, during this process. They have enough going on, they just lost everything, that we want them to feel better.
It has just gone so smooth. I don't even know how to express how easy it's been. I feel so blessed to have AAA as our insurance.
If I only had one thing to say about AAA, it would be that I never did feel like a client. I always felt like family.
Welcome back to AAA's Discover Oklahoma, celebrating spring this week, and it's such a great time of year with the trees and the flowers blooming. The scent is a treat for the senses.
And there's no better place to smell a special, some would say healing scent, than at Lavender Valley Acres in Apache. Jag Sodhi used to be a professor with the Department of Defense teaching, among other things, how to test weapon systems, a rather explosive subject matter. These days, well, let's just say what he likes to talk about is considerably more laid back and calming. You see, he's surrounded by lavender plants at his place, called appropriately enough, Lavender Valley Acres.
It smells good.
Now, my videographer Tommy Evans and I were here right before everything was in full bloom, but that enticing and wonderful aroma was already in the air, and that's one of the many reasons people come here.
Basically, the people call us to check, are we really talking lavender or some other plants? Okay, that's number one. They come curiosity. They come here to check the lavender, and then they come to know that we have 10 different variety of lavender. They don't believe that also. They think, no, the lavender is one color. No, when they come here, they check everything. Yes.
And yes, they can learn that lavender can come in pink, blue, and even white. Needless to say, just walking around Lavender Valley Acres is fun and relaxing. There's a garden area where one can take a leisurely, aromatic stroll where all the senses are fully engaged, and everyone is interested in the medicinal purposes of lavender.
Lavender plants, number one, to relax you. And we need to relax everybody. That's what when the people come, I give a little drop of the oil, they can smell and relax. I carry in my pocket all the time. I smell, and it cleared my sinus, cleared my sore throat. And people committed this, it really worked with them also. And then, of course, I put in my shampoo, put in my lotion, which we have, and I put on my body, and mosquito bug don't come near me.
That's right, humans love the smell of lavender, but apparently bugs, mosquitoes, and most animals do not. One animal who holds its own here is the peacock. There are several of them on hand, and Jag keeps them on the property because they are the native bird of his homeland, India. They add to the majestic nature of the farm and its tranquil beauty. Finally, there's a shop on the premises where you can visit and find numerous byproducts of lavender created by Jag's son and daughter, both of whom have degrees in biology and chemistry. You can find lotions, oils, soaps, candles, and sprays. Much of Jag and his wife's efforts are paying off. Lavender Valley Acres has won some awards in recent years, and right now they are gearing up for their big festival that takes place on June the 14th, where people can come out, enjoy live entertainment, belly dancing, food, and of course take in that aroma of lavender.
People come here to learn how to grow lavender. People also come here to learn how to make byproduct. I mean, it is economy development. Little effort help a lot. I read a long time ago, Joe Dorman made a study while I was traveling with the government. And I read on the internet that he made a study that even the small festival bring a lot of economy enhancement in the small area.
Economic enhancement and a lot of relaxed, happy people. Find all the details to plan your trip to Lavender Valley Acres on our website, travelok.com. You can even request their free brochure there as well. Here's another fun time ritual for the spring, the Great Oklahoma Campout.
But if you're a city kid, you might want to keep a roof over your head while you do it. We'll show you how that works when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Hail. Hail.
It's just frozen rain.
Can we just please pull over? There's gonna be dents all over the car. What are we, storm chasers? This is insane.
Until there's a climate control knob that actually controls the climate,
See, thank you for agreeing with me.
there's the next best thing, insurance from AAA.
Every night, my honey lemon and I sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, yo, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
Daddy, look, a beaver.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, no.
until there's an impenetrable force field to protect your car from woodland creatures, there's the next best thing, insurance from AAA.
This is a head-to-head challenge. We want to find out which vehicle you prefer.
The Escape can go. Ford Escape takes off really fast compared to the CR-V.
I tried the RAV4. I liked it. Tried the Escape. Blew my mind.
Wow, that's really cool. I don't know when Ford went out and just got awesome.
Now get an Escape with up to $1,500 cash back or choose 0% for 60 months plus $500 cash. Visit your Oklahoma Ford dealer today, the best in Oklahoma.
Welcome back. AAA Oklahoma makes this show possible and does a lot of other great things around our state. Here's a look at today's AAA.
Chuck May here with AAA Oklahoma. Did you know we offer 3 different levels of membership so you can choose the package that best suits your needs? Our classic level is for drivers who stay mainly in their local area. It provides towing, battery jumps, locksmith, gas delivery, extraction, and tire service. Plus AAA travel and insurance discounts, making it a great starter package to protect you on the road. Now, if you drive further on a regular basis, the Plus level of membership might be the choice for you. It offers all the benefits of our classic level, plus extended roadside assistance and additional coverage for RVs and motorcycles. For long-distance drivers and frequent air travelers, our Premier level includes our highest level of emergency roadside coverage, personal concierge services, and a host of luxury amenities. So no matter what kind of driver you are, AAA has the membership coverage to protect you and keep you on the road. Visit AAA.com to learn more.
AAA for the ones who matter most to you.
Now, we all know that spring in Oklahoma can mean some pretty serious storms.
So if you're on a campout, well, it's not always so good. But what if you had a roof over your head where you pitched your tent? Our magic man, Jeff Roberts, tells us that is actually possible.
I am so pumped. We are here at Urban Campout, and today we're going to show you how you camp out urbanized right behind these doors right here. You want to go inside? Come on. Aaron, how are you?
I'm great, Jeff. How are you doing?
I am so excited about this. Can we go up there and look at this?
Absolutely. Come on in. Let's go.
Okay, Aaron, I'm excited because this is where it all begins. Urban Campout right here.
It is right behind these red doors. This is where we start.
Now tell me about this elevator. This is really cool.
Well, it is. It was one of the first elevators installed in Tulsa. It was put in about 1925, 26.
Well, the kids got to love it when you bring them up this way. I mean, I'm already loving it, and I'm the biggest kid I think we got around. Here we go.
Here we go, Jeff. So this is where our experience starts, and if you'll just follow me.
This is a most awesome place. And what a great concept. Because think about it, we've all had something that caused us not to have that ideal moment. So Aaron and the gang here at Urban Campout thought, why not bring the camping indoors and have climate and insect control? At Urban Campout, you can have your next birthday party, family gathering, sports team, cheer team parties, tailgate parties. Heck, have your business brainstorming sessions there. And then play a serious game of Nerf darts, ping pong, and even campfire songs. Aaron, tell us what you provide.
So, Jeff, some of the things that we provide are tents that are pre-set up. We have a limited supply of mats and sleeping bags. We prefer to tell everyone at the outset to bring your own sleeping bag and your own pillow. We have a movie environment for the kids so they can bring in their own DVDs, and we project up on the big screen over there that they can have their own, movie night or game night.
I think it's time to check out the tents.
All right, so sleeping bag, mat, Aaron, we're ready to go. What is it you have to start off with? What do you tell everybody?
So for our inexperienced campers, what we like to teach them is that in the woods, it gets dark really fast.
Yeah.
So what we like to tell them as we bring the campers in is, hey, listen, we need to set up the tents. Everybody stake out your tent, and everybody's wanting to go for their little place. And so we tell them, get your bag, get your mat if you want one, and we go set things up so that when it's time for you to go to bed and crash, you're ready to go.
Yeah, and then we can go play, right?
And then you can go play.
Mickey is so dead meat. And of course, no camp out would be complete without indoor s'mores in the microwave, and yeah, I'm ready to go. Again?
So this is usually where the kids end up, Jeff. When the Nerf darts have flown, the legs are too tired to run, and the lungs are too tired to scream anymore. This is pretty much where everybody ends up for a night at the movies,
Oh, man. I thought you said they were out of Nerf darts. So the next time you want an urban campout that you won't forget, you have to try out Tulsa's Urban Campout. It's night time. Oh yeah, for Discover Oklahoma, I'm Jeff Roberts.
Plan your indoor or good old-fashioned outdoor camp out on our website, travelok.com. You'll find a list of great places to camp in a tent or an RV.
Next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, we're sampling some of the best barbecue in Oklahoma City. You'll want to hear where to find this great grub.
And a big thank you to the folks here in the beautiful Will Rogers Gardens in Oklahoma City for hosting us this week.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma. Production vehicle provided by the Oklahoma Ford Dealers, official partner of the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department.